Have you ever spent hours worrying about something that never actually happened? Your mind creates conversations, arguments, and problems long before reality ever has the chance to. And somehow those imaginary situations can feel just as real as actual events. And somehow those imaginary situations can feel just as real as actual events. A simple silence suddenly turns into a story filled with fear and uncertainty. You start imagining rejection, failure, or disappointment without any evidence that it's coming. And the strange part is that your brain believes it's helping you. It thinks it's preparing you for danger before danger ever appears. Cool. But instead of protecting you, it often creates stress that didn't need to exist. You begin fighting battles that haven't happened and may never happen at all. A future conversation becomes a source of anxiety before a single word is spoken. A small mistake becomes a disaster inside your imagination. And the more attention you give those thoughts, the more convincing they become. Soon your mind is creating entire stories based on assumptions rather than facts. You start reacting emotionally to events that only exist inside your head, and your body responds as if those imagined dangers are completely real. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tighten, your stress increases, all because of a future that hasn't happened yet. This is one of the mind's most common habits, trying to predict every possible outcome in order to feel safe. But certainty is impossible, and your brain doesn't like uncertainty. So it fills the empty space with assumptions. Most of those assumptions are negative because your brain is designed to notice potential threats. Thousands of years ago, that helped humans survive. Today, it often creates anxiety instead. The truth is that most of the situations you worry about never happen, and many of the ones that do happen are far less frightening than you imagine. Reality is usually kinder than the stories your mind creates. But overthinking rarely gives reality a chance to prove that. It keeps you trapped inside possibilities instead of living in the present. The moment you recognize a thought as a scenario instead of a fact, something changes. You create distance between yourself and the fear. You stop treating every thought like a prediction, and you start seeing it for what it really is. A possibility, not a certainty. A story, not reality. The more you practice this, the less control those scenarios have over you. You begin trusting reality more than imagination, and slowly your mind becomes a quieter place to live. Because peace begins when you stop believing every story your mind tells you. Maybe the problem was never reality. Maybe it was the stories you created about reality. But what happens when motivation suddenly disappears and you don't know why? That's what we'll explore next. If you want to understand your mind better, stay with me.